Voxy Tactics is a retro-styled tactical RPG that is heavily influenced and inspired by the vein of classical 1990s and early 2000s tactics games, but with some modern twists sprinkled in and some updated gameplay mechanics to make the game feel both nostalgic and modern at the same time. The game features two core gameplay modes, exploration and battling, as well as lots of ancillary RPG gameplay mechanics that you would expect from any role-playing game. The exploration mode is presented as a story-driven experience that will allow the players to freely explore the world of Voxy Tactics and encounter many different types of adventuring experiences as they uncover the backstory of the game and explore the vibrant world. There are many hidden surprises to uncover as you play and explore, and multiple different ways you can approach different problems you will undoubtedly encounter in the world. The team look forward to players exploring the world we have created for Voxy Tactics and uncovering the mysteries contained within. The battling aspect of the game will take place in specific battle arenas and will be turn-based with characters moving around a 3D tile-based map and using their multitude of different actions to try and satisfy certain battle conditions, such as defeating all enemies in a battle. The battle gameplay will be nuanced and complex, as it represents an ever-growing challenge to your wits, but will be explained to the player in a progressive manner so as not to overwhelm new players at the beginning of the game. The motto for Voxy Tactics is very much easy to get into but hard to master, and we have used this motto throughout our development and to make key decisions. Therefore, we believe we are presenting our players with a complex and deep strategy that will allow them to keep coming back for more and more, but gameplay that is still accessible to all ranges of players. Players will head into battles with parties made up of anywhere between 2 and 7 Voxies, battling monsters, bandits, evildoers, and even other players in our PvP modes. There are many different tactics and deep RPG strategies that can be employed by the player to overcome the various challenges in battle areas. Voxy Tactics is a free-to-play game, but the game allows players to bring their own Voxies character that they own from the Voxies NFT project across into the game, for additional benefits to the gameplay, as well as customize the playable experience tailored to the Voxy characters that the player owns. According to how Voxy NFTs enhance the Voxy Tactics experience, the Voxy NFT project consists of 10,000 Genesis Voxy characters with 20 classes, 10 races, 20 companion types, countless physical attributes, and multiple weapons items and visual cosmetic elements. No two Voxy in the NFT series are the same. Player-owned Voxies provide an enhanced playing and earning experience beyond the free-to-play aspects of the Voxy Tactics game, and enhance the player experience in the following ways. 1. Higher rate of in-game rewards, NFT items and Voxel tokens, through improved RNG, random number generation, in exploration mode. 2. Having access to certain weapons and items already contained in the NFT token. 3. Some Voxies in the NFT series have a companion pet already included, so will not need to find a companion pet in the game to help with certain gameplay elements. 4. Some rarer Voxy NFT classes and races will only be available to Voxy NFT holders. 5. The original 10,000 Voxy NFTs will be the only ones that can mint new next-generation Voxy NFTs. Voxy Tactics will be free to play for any player who wants to enjoy the game. All players will be able to play, earn, and own the Voxel utility token, as well as in-game NFT items from the game. It was vital to the team at Always Geeky Games to ensure a good balance between free-to-play accessibility, while also providing value to players that already own Voxy's digital assets. Players will be able to decide whether they want to use the assets they own in the game, or take any of the following actions with their items in our game marketplace. Selling, trading, loaning, crafting, infusing their items. Many of these actions will lead to the player receiving Voxel tokens in exchange for items sold, traded, or loaned to another player. They can then use received tokens to buy, trade, loan, or craft new in-game items. Players can also move their Voxel tokens out of the marketplace and into third-party exchanges to convert into another cryptocurrency, or a fiat currency such as US dollars, euros, pesos, and more. Voxel tokens are an ERC20 cryptocurrency token They can be earned by playing the Voxie Tactics game in various game modes. Voxel token holders will be able to redeem their Voxel tokens for in-game items in the Voxie Tactics marketplace: weapons, armor, consumables, etc. Holders will also be able to craft items using their tokens and consumable items, as well as use the Voxel token to pay entry fees to the Voxie Tactics PvP arenas. Voxel has a total supply of 300 million Voxel tokens. 50% of these supplies is for play-to-earn rewards, 24% is for the Always Geeky Games Company, 15% is for initial public-private sales, 5% is for the advisors, 4% for the ecosystem and growth, and 2% will be for the token distribution. 50% of the Voxel token allocation will be reserved for in-game rewards when completing quests in exploration mode, and for rising up tiers in the PvP arenas. This allocation is meant to stabilize the Voxie Tactics economy as it grows in the initial release of the game. These allocations will be supplemented and eventually replaced by a percentage of fees earned by Always Geeky Games from Voxie's in-game marketplace transactions and arena entry fees. Tokens will be released according to a set schedule spread out over 5 years and will scale with the playing community. Voxel tokens earned through the play-to-earn allocation will be immediately open for use in-game, as well as in trading both in-game and on the external markets. The Always Geeky Games team will monitor the situation closely to decide whether a lockup period on earned rewards are needed, depending on overall economy fluctuations. Always Geeky Games Inc. will be launching a Voxel token sale ahead of the initial Voxie Tactics game release. This will represent 15% of all total Voxel tokens in distribution, and will help inject capital into Voxel economy for the start of the game release. The initial dates and distribution methods for the Voxel token sale will be announced in the near future in the community Discord, on social media, and other communication platforms. Always Geeky Games is the video game company behind Voxie Tactics and other future cryptocurrency and blockchain-powered play-to-earn projects. These tokens will be used to incentivize the team and enable growth. Company token allocations are put into a vesting schedule and released periodically over 6 years. This is in accordance with standard practices for startup companies with a 6-year vesting schedule for their core team. Always Geeky Games has engaged with thought leaders from different industries across the NFT world, traditional gaming, social media, and more. We have assembled this advisory team to consult on KPIs for the Voxies project and Voxie Tactics game to ensure that we achieve all deliverables on our roadmap. We will also be leveraging their expertise in building a successful startup company, as well as in brainstorming for new exciting features and content for Always Geeky Games properties, starting with Voxie Tactics. Any excess funds not used toward the advisory board in the first 3 years will be rolled over to future advisors after 2024. Finally, for the ecosystem and growth funds, it will be managed by the Always Geeky Games management team and board, and its core purpose is to grow the Voxie Tactics community. We will be using the funds for the following types of activities, including rewarding and hiring extended team members, non-core team, such as third-party contractors and player ambassadors, providing the community with giveaways and rewards on social media or by way of contests, bonuses to non-core team members, such as our Discord moderators, incentives for other community members outside of the team as rewards for outstanding community engagement and support. With this few points, I believe Voxie is a good project. The only problem is that it's still new in the marketplace, so investors won't know how to handle it or whatever. But for me, this is recommended. You should get this project before from the white paper. It seems the developers knows what they're doing. If you want to get, please make sure you get at a discounted price so as not panic when the price start retracing back down, and to maximize profit when it pumps. This will be the end of the video. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and invest wisely. Thanks.